what's good? What's good, man? Let's get into it. As this week one has, come to a close, I want to talk about Anthony Richardson. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Richardson, Big Tony, you know what I'm saying, from Florida, And I want to talk about Anthony Richardson because I know people are going to, I know CJ Stroud is the darling of the NFL right now, which he had a good game. He's proven me wrong. I don't think he's going to have a meltdown this season. Especially with, the Colts being sneaky, but they're not going to do anything. The Titans are, beyond horrible. And Jacksonville is so inconsistent, it's not even funny. So Texans are most likely going to win this division if they all stay healthy. But Anthony Richardson could be a star in the NFL, man. And, this is making me go back in time to look at my own YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? And what I said about Anthony Richardson right here. Bam. Anthony Richardson can be the next Cam Newton. Now, I still stand on this. He could be the next Cam Newton. Hell, he could be better than Cam. He has a way better arm than Cam. He throws a way better spiral than Cam Newton. But it's going to be very hard for it's not going to be very hard. They have Shane Steichen, who, that is a good pickup at head coach. Shane Steichen is a very, very good pickup at coach. But here's my problem. In my video that I made a couple years ago when all those quarterbacks came out, I said you need to probably bench him so he can learn. He can learn how to play in the NFL. He can learn, how to be a better pocket passer. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe he's already starting, so you can't bench him. He's already starting. Colts fans will have a riot. And by the way, the Colts don't deserve Anthony Richardson. They ruined Peyton Manning and kicked him out the door when they broke his neck. They had Andrew Luck, ruined him. They had Phillip Rivers for a rental. Like, the Colts don't deserve anything. Like, I don't know why the Colts, it is what it is. But listen, man, at the end of the day, bro, when it comes to that, the Colts need to they need to get like a Joe Flacco. They need to get like a veteran. But Joe Flacco's kind of he's a drama hog. You know what I'm saying? I'm even going to cap. Like, Joe Flacco thinks he's still Joe Flacco from 2013, but they need to get a veteran quarterback, like a Tyrod Taylor or something like that. Someone who's been around the league who can, teach up Anthony Richardson while he's on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Because Anthony Richardson, I like him. He has talent. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You will be a fool to sit here and say Anthony Richardson doesn't have talent. Or like a Case Keenum, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need something. They need someone who's not a Eagles, someone who is okay with being a backup and being a coach, getting paid millions of dollars to be a coach and be ready to start. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Anthony Richardson can be a star in this league, man. He has all the tools. And he's not bad from the pocket. Once you give him time, I feel like he does leave the pocket a lot. Now, granted, some of that has to do with the Colts, offensive line being horrendous. So I'm not going to sit here and criticize him for that and not having a run game. But this dude has talent. And that's why, just to go back to my video, that's why I said if he were to go to the Dolphins, if he were to go to and this is in retrospect, the Dolphins at the time didn't pay Tua. They didn't pay Tua. They were hesitant to pay Tua because he's injury prone. I'm like, yo, listen, I didn't think Anthony Richardson was going to get taken that high. I think people were actually shocked the Colts took him that high. But I thought, if they could get him in the first round, if they can, use him, if they can get him in the first round and sit him behind Tua to learn, what's the dude's name? Why am I forgetting the Dolphins head coach name? The white black guy. Oh my gosh. Matt something. I'm forgetting his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about, but they can sit him behind Tua and keep him on the bench for a year and learn the system, he could be amazing for the Dolphins. Can you imagine? Can you imagine Anthony Richardson with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill? Or I said at the time a year ago, if Kirk Cousins is leaving, have him sit for a year behind Kevin O'Connell, learn the system. Him and Justin Jefferson and Addison would be amazing. Seattle, Geno Smith is going to stink up the joy. Have him sit behind Geno, who's a veteran who can teach him. With Pete Carroll and Shane Walden, who's there at the time, and Anthony Richardson with DK and JSN and Tyler Lockett, please, and Kenneth Walker in the backfield, the RPOs and read options and the that they could run, please, you know what I'm saying. But Colts, you got God bless you with another one. Please don't ruin him. Anthony Richardson was one of my favorite players in college. Granted, he didn't really. They kind of used him as a running back / they kind of use him as like, like I'm trying to think of an example. They kind of used him as a Tebow-ish quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Ironically, he wore 15 like Tebow, but at the same time, man, he's something special, man. He is something special. I'm definitely picking man. Nah, they're not going to make the playoffs. Nah, the Colts are not going to make the playoffs. I was going to say, something, I'm like, because I don't see Jacksonville might start off slow towards the end, but nah, it is what it is. But Anthony Richardson, man, he could be a star. Colts, use him right. First of all, build the offensive line and go get him a receiver. Go get him a receiver. You know what I'm saying? Get DK, get Tyler, get JSN out of Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Go get him. Well, first build for the offensive line. Number 2, go get him receiver. And then also, well, I don't know, if you build the offensive line, maybe Jonathan Taylor could go off, but maybe get him another running back too. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't have to run and take the hits, but it is what it is. Colts, you have a good foundation. Don't mess it up. RJ out.